Hello there. If you're interested in selling online, if you have an e-commerce store or anything like that, and you might be interested in this tool, use AI to help you write product descriptions that are unique and high converting, and it'll write titles for those products that are SEO optimized as well. So hopefully help you get more traffic and more sales as well. First, I'd just like to quickly mention we have a new Facebook group I've set up. So if you are involved in e-commerce, feel free to follow along. AI Growth Hacks for E-commerce. I'll be posting about new tools we make and tips on how to use AI to sell more. This is the one that we've done, so it doesn't do what ChatGPT sometimes does, where it over sensationalizes the copy. It focuses on the actual features, so stuff that someone who's already product aware would look at, like how big's the tub and the protein content and things like that. So it doesn't do too much of the, elevate your fitness game or anything like that. It writes it kind of like you would expect an e-commerce description to look like for most everyday commoditized type products. We'll have a go doing a long tail titles. It's got the brand name in there. It's got the name of the product. And then it's got like muscle recovery and lean growth and stuff like that. So it tries to get just a little bit of long tail in there as well. It's kind of focused on what normally works well for conversions for descriptions. And really easy to use. The big advantages over ChatGPT again is it is focused on e-commerce of normal commodities, and it's with ChatGPT or whatever AI you want to use, you'd have to do one at a time. But with our tool, you just go to the site and you can search for it, or we've got like an e-commerce section on the site. E-commerce tools, and it's just called Product Description Generator for commodities. Then you add that, we're doing lots of free credits at the moment. You start off with a spreadsheet so you can paste in whatever info you have available that you want to give to the AI to use. The more info and fields on each row, the better for the AI, the more accurate your product description is going to be. Just got two on here as an example. The first row has to be your column names as well, so it knows kind of what it's looking at. I'm going to write these one at a time, paste in as many as you want, press save. It'll kind of run through all the different steps. You can see thinks about possible SEO terms, comes up with a title that uses those terms, writes a description, adds it all together. And then you get two options, and it will paste it into this spreadsheet at the top. The cells have gone quite big because obviously the description's at the end, but I'll just scroll down a bit so you can see it. So product title's there in the middle and its own field, which is just called title. And then product description, that's why the box is so big, is wrapped in HTML as well. So it uses H2 tags within the description as well. So again, that's designed so you can just kind of copy and paste it straight into whatever shopping system you're using. Or you've got a download option at the end as well, which might be easier. So and then you just grab it and import it into your system. So do as many as you want. It sends 20 prompts at a time to OpenAI, so it gets through, even if there's like hundreds in there, it should get through them quite quickly. It's the 4.0 model, which is pretty fast and doesn't use very many credits at all these days. So you should be able to get your descriptions written quite quickly with that. We've got a few other tools as well that we've added so far for e-commerce, and we will be adding a lot more soon. But another one that's kind of similar that you may like is the custom tool. So the way this one works, which I'll do a separate video on as well. It's more if you've got fields that you want to generate, you basically tell the AI, you'd have whatever data you've got available there, not just a number. But you'd say to the AI, I wanted a new column. So you could write product description here if you wanted to, but you could write something else as well. So if you need a size field for your particular website, I would type in size. And then I would instruct the AI on how to use the data that I've pasted in to figure out the size. So back size, divided, put it's in the format. So here's just an example, but in millimeters, e.g. 50 millimeters x. And I do that prompt and then press save. Obviously, we're here because I've just pasted numbers in. That was just me testing how quick it could go through 1,000 records. But what it'll do is it'll do that. It'll add that column to the table, and then you can just go back again, do the same again. So if you've got, you've got some product data or some data from the manufacturer, and you've got like 10 different fields that you need to split it out into, you can use this tool. So you just kind of go around and circles, add and tell them the name of the row, tell them what you want, and it will add it. If one of them goes wrong, doesn't look like what you expect, you could just go through it again, size 2, and give it a clear prompt on how you want it to do it and try again. Yeah, and then at the end, download that as your little spreadsheet. Hopefully, that will save you, potentially tens or hundreds of hours if you've got a lot of products. So yeah, hope you find those tools useful. A couple of others we've got there as well, which I'll just very quickly mention for ecom. So SEO review and a conversion rate review. It will scrape sites, so it's got all the codes, send that to the AI and ask it for pointers to do with improving your site from an SEO ranking or a conversion rate. It uses the O1 model, so it's very, very smart as a professional in many industries. And it comes back with quite a detailed technical list, sometimes up to 20 points long, of things you can do to improve your SEO, improve your conversion rates. Is very good. Sometimes we have to put it through a couple of times because it'll come back with different stuff, or go and fix some of the stuff it's mentioned and then put it through again and see how you do. It's very quick, cheap, affordable way of getting a almost professional opinion on your website and a very technical view of it. Yeah, hope you find those useful, and feel free to join the group so you can stay up to date with what else we release.